Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajit. That's Big Boy Braz with us, and we got Thanos. There isn't really much to talk about when it comes to this game. Pure bullshit. It was awful. Nothing positive. Watanabe, Davis, Bembry. There was nothing you could take from this game. Aaron Baines, got to give him credit.
Right.
In a game where a lot of the main key players are out because of COVID and the whole protocol and whatnot, he stepped it up. Him, Boucher, Norman Powell, and Kyle Lowry were the only four to score in double digits. Everyone else played like trash, complete trash. I feel like we can throw the whole Raptors team under the bus, literally, aside from those four. And I don't want to make excuses for this team, but, I felt like I lost brain cells watching that game, to be honest, from start to finish.
These guys got the curtain call, man. They got the curtain call. They should step up. You want a PT, you want to prove your wealth, step up, right? But
Exactly.
you see stupid Terran Davis, I don't know where it's a Space Jam, It's like someone took his soul and never gave it to him after the run he had last year. This guy was I think he was ranked, not ranked, he was top rookie or you know what I mean, top 5 rookie last year.
Yeah, I think he was like a second team all rookie, right? Was he?
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's gone to his head, yo, wake up, fam.
Watanabe and Terrence Davis being in the starting lineup was absolutely the worst move to make. I felt like they shouldn't have come back into the game because they were playing like they didn't know what they were doing. It literally looked like Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell, and Boucher, or even Aaron Baines. They were good together on the floor. And then you had these.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll cut you off. But what do you think it's the way the coach, right? Maybe he came with a different game plan and that wasn't the same as well.
No.
I mean, no matter what, the way they were playing on the court was inexcusable. Both
for sure.
On the defensive end and the offensive end. It looked like two Tamil guys playing with three.
It was like they're playing 3-on-5 pretty much the whole game.
Pick up all Armadale, yo.
Dwayne Casey was loving it. Dwayne Casey
was so happy, bro. What was this? The first? Has he ever won against us?
Yeah, the year when we won the championship, they swept us.
They swept us that year. Yeah.
They won 3-0, and this was the first win they got because we swept them 3-0 last year.
Yeah.
And he was loving it. He was playing defense at one point on the court too.
Right.
But like I said, Terrence Davis and what was it called? Watanabe played like two Tamil guys the whole night, bro. It literally looked horrible. I'm not joking when I say I felt like I lost brain cells watching that game. And I had to wear this shirt just because I want to get my mind off the game. I swear to God, I'm not even lying. The fact that we had such a good start to that game, the only positive was the first few minutes of that first quarter, to be honest. We had a 10-point lead. I think that was the biggest lead we had, and we were up 19-9. I think we started the game 8-0. And after that, it was just a barrage of threes from Wayne Ellington and everyone else on the Detroit Pistons.
That guy was an all-star. That guy was
Rodney Magruder too, and then what's the other guy's name?
Not a white guy.
Dennis
the white guy. Yeah, no, the white guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah,
Yeah. But Ellington set the tone for that team from the get-go. He had 8 threes, 25 points, 8 of 11 from the field. All he made was threes, and he had that nice little 4-point play where Norman Powell fouled him. For the most part, like I said,
we had no bench.
Yeah, Stanley. No matter who it was, I don't understand why we had a bunch of G League players come up for this game and they couldn't even give him a chance to come in and at least spark something.
I agree.
Yeah, it was 54. It was 54-29. Take that in.
What, the bench points?
Detroit had 54, and we had 29. The only two players that scored was Boucher and Matt Thomas.
Yeah, if you subtract, Bravs, I'm gonna kick it to you, but give me a second.
Yeah,
if you subtract all the main guys, the 4 guys that scored for us in double figures, in Boucher, Baines, Powell, and Lowry, everyone else, I think at one point the stat said they were 3 of 22 from the field.
Yeah.
Watanabe and Terrence Davis, I think, in the important minutes that actually mattered before it was garbage minutes, they only made 1 field goal together, and that was Terrence Davis literally getting a offensive rebound off his own missed shot, and that's all they scored basically in those valuable minutes that they were on the floor. I don't know, man. Like
I've been supporting Matt Thomas since since this podcast has been running. I've been saying give Matt Thomas minutes, but after seeing him play today, bro.
But to be honest, to their credit though, like they come in and they do what they're told to
but
do.
but they're still practicing. They should
at least. But
Matt Thomas, I know, but Matt Thomas is there for shooting, right? Like he should be ready to go. Like there's no excuses on that.
Yeah, right? He's a rhythm player, and when you bring him in for 2 minutes, take him out for 2 minutes, bring him back in, you can't get your rhythm like that. If you're gonna go with certain players in the lineup, you gotta let them be on the floor for a bit together. You can't just keep taking them out because they're horrible, you know.
Sure.
In that second half, I mean, we at halftime, I think we were down 69-60. We were able to cut the lead, and then we were able to even cut the lead a little bit more in that third quarter. I think we brought it down to a 5-point game, 69-64, and then Ellington came back and hit back-to-back threes and put it up.
Turnover after turnover, man.
Yeah, those turnovers were horrible.
I think those 1 point. I think 2 or 3 quarters. I think they scored 22 points off of 13 or 14 turnovers. It's crazy, man.
No matter what run we went on, they always had an answer where they come back, hit a 3. Our problem was we weren't hitting open shots, and I felt so bad for Norman Powell and Kyle Lowry because they were doing everything to try and keep us in that game. Norman Powell dropping 36 points, and it didn't matter because we got our ass whooped.
I gotta give props to Norman, man. He stepped up.
He stepped up, man. That guy stepped up huge today.
For him to score those kind of points when half our offensive threats were off the floor, for him to still get off like that and be efficient as hell, all the props to him. Sure. And Kyle Lowry, he tried to will this team, but all the players were ass and no one was literally making any shots. That was the problem.
We need help off the bench, man. We need to trade like Terrence Davis and like the other players.
Bro, our bench
I can't. They're atrocious, man. Sorry, I can't take it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry. What I was gonna say was that I agree our bench is terrible today, but like what you guys said earlier today, why pick up people from the D League if they're not gonna play at all today, right? I want to see that new guy. I want to see what.
I thought Jalen Harris was gonna play tonight.
Yeah. I want to see.
Bro, like Chris Boucher was getting abused on both ends of the floor. He was too small to play the center today.
Yeah.
He should have been at the 4. He should have started the game at the 4, and they should have gave Dante House some minutes at the center just to see what he could do. He was a bigger body. He was a bigger body that we could have used in that game. Aaron Baines obviously wasn't going to play all 48 minutes. He did what he could for most part of the game. He even came up on I think he scored 8 points or something in the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, he went off in the first quarter.
Big ups to Aaron Baines though, man. Big ups to him, yo. He's stepping up, yo, and I feel bad for tripping him, but yo, big ups.
He hit a 3 today too, so that's another good start.
But if he could play like this while Siakam and Freddie are on the floor, and OG would be so beneficial.
Another option, 100%.
Yeah, off the bench.
I think we only shot 33% from the 3-point arc.
3-point line, yeah. They shot like 48.
Yeah, we hit 12 threes. I think they almost had like 50% from 3. They had 23s for the game. And I think the announcers, Jack Armstrong and Leo Routins were talking about how they only shoot 34% from 3, and they all went off today. Like anyone you name on the Detroit Pistons team hit a 3.
Yeah,
I also heard their bench points. I think they're like in the top like 5 in bench points. Have you heard? Did you hear that as well?
About the bench scoring? About them
for Detroit. Yeah. Like I think they usually score like 42 points
they have Luke Kennard, right? That's a Pistons.
No, Luke Kennard's on Clippers.
Yeah, they got traded to the Clippers.
There's another guy, another white guy on the team that's good. I forget his name.
Yeah, that's the guy we were talking about.
Yeah, that guy's nasty.
No matter, that's the thing. Like every time, when we needed a big shot to be made in an open corner, it was always missed. Whether it was Stanley Johnson, Terrence Davis, Watanabe.
I believe
Embry didn't take any shots from 3, but those guys, if you're open like that, you're supposed to hit those threes. You're in the NBA, right?
No, there's a play. Sorry, I cut you off, but there's a play where I think it was Kyle Lowry brought it up, and then Terrence Davis was wide open.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the baseline, right? This guy like missed it. Yo, like you can hit those. What the hell's going on?
Same with Stanley, bro. Stanley had an open, he pump faked it and then went to the side and then he got an air ball.
Yeah.
It was like those shots, they gotta make it, man. They
Lowry's
get
trying to
paid
get,
for that.
yeah, Lowry's trying to get these guys involved, so he sacrificed the open three on his end to get a better shot for Terrence Davis.
Yeah.
Which did end up working out for us because they went back in the other end and scored. And that's like a serious, 5-6 point swing, right, on one possession. And there's plays like that that dug us into a deep hole where we couldn't come back. And by the third quarter, I think they were up as high as 20 points. Lowry hit a three at the end of the buzzer to kind of cut it down to 18. But even then, it's just we didn't have enough offensive power. And our defense was atrocious the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what led to all the threes, though.
Yeah, what did we let them score? Like, 129 or 125? It was 129 to 105. So we lost by 24 points.
Disaster.
Like we let them score. We started the first quarter 19-9, and from that point on, I think they scored 34 points, I believe, and they finished the quarter with 43-37.
Yo, Wade Ellington looked like Steph Curry. Sorry, I want to mention that.
He hit 8 threes tonight.
Yeah, for sure. He was doing step back threes the whole night, basically.
Yeah.
He was shooting like Klay Thompson or Steph Curry.
Same with Magruder, man. Magruder was stepped up tonight too.
Yeah, Draymond's comments from that last game.
Really got to him.
Him and Clay's comments.
Yeah.
Aside from that first quarter, which we let them go off for like a serious offensive barrage, second, third, and fourth quarter, we held them to 31 points in the fourth, 29 in the third, and 24 in the second quarter. We're not going to win most nights like this, letting them score almost 130 points when we don't have 3 of our 5 best players in the starting lineup.
For sure.
You know how much Pascal always cooks the Detroit Pistons every time he sees them.
Yeah, every time.
And with him off the thing, he would have cooked whoever was guarding him today for sure.
You got so lucky that Grant wasn't playing tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we did. 100%.
That's why I don't want to give the Raptors any excuses today, because on the Detroit Pistons side, they didn't have Jeremy Grant, they didn't have Josh Jackson, they didn't have DeLon Wright. Blake Griffin's in California chilling, living his best life. Like, all these players that they start weren't in the game either. So the playing field is pretty even for the most part of the night.
Sure.
So for us to lose this game, this should have been a must win, because we're gonna get our ass kicked by Boston tomorrow if we play like this. If we can't beat
100%.
Detroit, who's gonna make shots for us tomorrow? It doesn't you don't have anyone.
When does Freddie come back?
Freddie, they're not coming back till after the All-Star break.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure they're not coming back tomorrow, and
No, they're not. They're not.
they'll probably be back maybe
Freddie just needs to miss 2 games and he's good. That's what it says on thing.
Mhm.
On fantasy, but Siakam, I think he's got to miss another couple of games. I think.
Yeah.
So he probably has COVID, and Freddie is just tracing.
Yeah.
Wait, who did you say Pascal has COVID?
Well, so it seems like
he's probably one of the he's a part of the 6 coaching staff,
Yeah,
right?
He was there. He was out from the first game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play against who was it? Houston, right? He didn't play against Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot 53% from the field, 48 of 91, and then they shot 49% from the three, 23s out of 41 attempts. We shot 34-77 for 44% from the field, and 12 of 36 from 3 for 33%. Free throws, we actually got crazy attempts. We missed a few here and there, but for the most part, we were pretty efficient from the free throw line. 25 of 30 for 83%, and with Detroit, it really didn't matter because they murked us throughout the whole night with the threes.
How many rebounds did they get?
Hold on, they were 13. They were 13 to 21 from the free throw line for 62%. Rebounding, they were plus 15, 49, and we had 34. I don't know if Sergio doesn't know how to make adjustments, or is it just the fact that we had no bodies? But at a point where we're getting murked like that, we should try to put Aaron Baines is not going to be able to do everything. They should have brought Dante Holland for a bit. But if this doesn't tell you enough about the bench, I know everyone had to have a bigger role in this game with all those bodies out, but regardless, to get demolished by an undermanned Detroit team like this, where we can't make an absolute open shot for our life.
They're dead last in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, we just gave them their 10th win. They were 9-25, and we just lost to them.
Honestly, like I know we were missing a lot of players, but like I said earlier, like this was a curtain call for all these guys to step up, right? And then they basically proved that they're nothing without the three guys that were missing, right? So, like if these guys want minutes, they should when they're given the opportunity, they should step up, right?
This was the game. This was the game to take.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
To step up and be like, yo, I deserve minutes. Put me in the rotation.
And they got the minutes and they didn't show up.
Watanabe looked like he was playing basketball by himself on the court. Like he was missing open layups, missing open threes, getting air balls, like playing out of pace. Like he was going at a pace he could even handle. Bembry had a nice assist almost to Norman Powell, where he did like a behind the back, or not a behind the back, like a little in and out, then spun and then passed it behind his back to the 3-point line, but that never translated to a shot. But other than that, he was turning the ball over, fouling people on and ones, and who else? Like, bro, Terrence Davis, I didn't want to get back on him. The way he was playing.
He needs to step up, man.
Yo, like
he's a rotational player, man.
He was playing like, sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but he was playing like he was playing ball like on a ball court at a beach or somewhere, like a Venice beach or some shit. Like he was he's playing pickup. He wasn't playing proper NBA ball.
He for the most part of the game, like their ball movement on Detroit's end, like we could talk about all the positives because they did everything right in this game. Detroit's ball movement was on another level today. Always hitting the open shooter and getting enough space for the open shooter to make they were making all the shots, but they got a ton of open shots. Our perimeter defense is ass.
Yeah.
They had 39 assists, almost 40 assists for the game, and we only had 17. And that's because none of our open shooters could make a shot for their life. But steals wise, they had 11. We had 6 for -5. Blocks, we were +1, 5 or 4.
Wall,
huh?
Just want to punch a wall.
Wait, Boucher didn't get any blocks today?
I'm going to go check his stats right now, but overall, 5 blocks to 4. We're +1 on the blocks in terms of a team.
Oh, okay.
Turnovers, we had 14, they had 12, but it felt like their turnovers translated to way more points than ours did.
Yeah.
Second chance points in the paint, we got murked by +20, or -20, sorry, 56-36, and their biggest lead obviously was 26. Points off turnovers, they had 25. We had 17, so we were -8. And I don't know, man. I really don't even, like, I told you this off camera. The minute the game was like, I think even with like 6-7 minutes left, I was like, there's no point of waiting for this. I should just get the podcast to go. But, I don't know. You tell me, bruvs.
I don't know. I just want to punch a wall right now, yo. I just want to
I need a shot, man. I need a shot after this game, bro.
I feel like I was watching some D3 team or some like shitty ass team, playing Duke or something.
I was watching my high school team playing against a solid number one team.
Mason Plumlee was playing like a point guard today. He had a triple double. He had 14.
Yeah, Dennis Smith too.
He what's it called? Mason Plumlee had 14 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, with a steal and a block in 28 minutes. Dennis Smith Jr. also had a triple-double. He had, in 27 minutes, he had 10 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists with 3 steals. Wayne Ellington, you already know, 26 minutes, he had 25 points for 8 threes. And that white guy that you said, he had 17 points. And
I have no words, man.
Magruder, oh, shit.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Magruder and their point guard off the bench, Lee.
Yeah, I know.
They both had 20 points each off the bench. Sabin Lee and Magruder each had 20 points off the bench. That's 40 points between them two. And the Raptors had a total of how many points off the bench?
29.
It was horrendous, man.
Yeah.
We had no bench points, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, no help.
I'm scared to watch the next game, to be quite honest.
If we play like this, bro, we're gonna lose by like.
Yo, if you're
points.
Celtics, please bench your squad. Tell Jason Tatum to take an extra vacation. Bench
call it a night, right?
Start the All-Star break right now. Kemba,
Yeah.
Jason, Jalen, just sit out for the game. Let the bench play it out and see who has a better bench.
Right.
I feel like we'll still lose either way.
Yeah, I know. That's the scary part. That's the sad part, actually. Aaron Baines in 23 minutes had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and assists, a steal. So kudos for him because that man always does better off the bench, and today he surprised me by doing pretty solid.
He was more aggressive tonight. Like I could see the way he took his shots.
He missed a couple dunks. He missed a couple dunks on fouls.
He made some tough layups too.
He could have had 17 to 20 points if he didn't miss those layups or dunks. Sorry. Norman Powell, 38 minutes, he had 36 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Kyle Lowry, 35 minutes, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. Terrence Davis had 6 points, but none of those points came in crucial moments except for one bucket, I think, at the beginning of that third quarter. Boucher in 24 minutes had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and assist with the steal, and he had 2 blocks. And everyone else was just pure.
Matt Thomas had 11 points in like the last quarter, but most of it was from garbage minutes.
Everyone, that's why I'm not even looking at the stats right now.
Yeah.
Everyone else's play in those crucial moments when we needed them was straight blasphemy.
Yeah.
All in all, I don't even know why we got on here to do this podcast, to be honest.
I know, it's not such a wall.
Okay, here, let's pass this. But who's your thing?
Under the bus? Oh, I can give you like 17 people, and that's people not even playing too. But
I'm going to encourage you under the bus. Not joking.
No. We got, you can't blame him for everything. Maybe he might have not made adjustments, but if you're not making shots, what can you really do?
It's not his fault. Yeah, it's not his fault.
First of all, Terrence Davis is definitely being the first one to get on that bus.
Yeah.
Him and Watanabe being in the starting role and not scoring jack shit, they deserve to literally be on that bus. Yeah. Then the third spot's a toss up between Bembry, Stanley Johnson. You could put Matt Thomas if you want in there. I would probably go. You tell me, Anujan. Who would you put as a third person?
I'd probably put Bembry, man.
Bembry?
Because he's got the most consistent minutes, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna put all 3 Terrence Davis.
I don't blame you, but I could say that Watanabe played just as bad.
I'll give Thomas and Thing a slide because they don't get that many minutes.
Yeah.
But Bembry needs to put up some points.
Bembry's got the trust from the coaches now, so he's getting those solid minutes. Even though he didn't start today, he got pretty solid minutes to play.
Terrence Davis is the main one, man. Terrence Davis is there for shooting. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to make his shots, man.
I thought he would have at least scored 20 today at the start of the game when I first thought. I didn't think that this was gonna be such a lopsided game after the first quarter.
Yeah.
We were playing catch up the whole game, and we could never catch up to them because of the fact that
You're like shit.
we were missing all our threes, and they were launching everything and making everything, and that's basically the story of the night. And kudos to Dwayne Casey. He's 4-3 against us right now. I seen a tweet right now from J.E. Skeets from the Starters. He's like, Dwayne Casey owns the Raptors. You know how excited he is to beat us like that without half of his players either,
Mm-hmm.
What I was gonna say was honestly, if this is the way we're gonna go, I'm gonna fall asleep against the Celtics. I'm not gonna open my eyes. I'm just gonna close my eyes and wake up at 5 minutes before the end.
I watched the jump earlier before the game today.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols and Paul Pierce and Richard Jefferson, and they were saying how, they're talking about the teams in the middle of the East and whether they should be patient or be or panic, right? And they were talking about the Denver Nuggets, patience or panic.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce said panic. Richard Jefferson said patience because they're still young.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they went over to the Raptors, and they were saying how we should be in panic mode because the way the East is laid out right now, with our current roster and the way it's constructed, we're not a championship contender, and we're not going to make a conference finals with this team. So he was saying it's better to flip Lowry now and get some serious assets. And one team that they said that we've been talking about for a long time was the Philadelphia 76ers because they have those young assets like a Matisse Thybulle, a Tyrese Maxey, a Seth Curry, stuff like that. But I think that's something that's going to still come up in topics in the next few weeks just because, the Raptors are probably going to go into the All-Star break under 500.
Yeah.
19. So I don't
We
think
need a miracle, man. We
This
need
is
a
the first
miracle.
time the Knicks will be above us.
Yeah, they're already above us right now because of the loss today. But I mean, the fact that we literally went from playing on Sunday against Chicago for that, and then that being postponed to then us initially we were supposed to play yesterday against Detroit on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
And then it got pushed over to today, but that just made it worse for us because now it's a back-to-back, and Larry and Norman Powell played 35 plus minutes, and that's crazy. Like,
I just hope that the new guy that we picked up plays tomorrow. I want to see how he plays, man. I want to see him.
Yeah, we need to give. They need to try Jalen Harris and Hall.
I think Larry and Norman are gonna be off on their game tomorrow. They put too much energy into today's game to try and carry us. We'll see how it goes, but hopefully if we get lucky.
I don't. I mean, we already know who the star thing is tonight.
Norman Powell.
Powell.
You can put both Norman and Kyle Lowry. But Norman Powell, I would give it to Norman Powell for sure.
Norman Powell, 100%.
Just a little bit over Lowry.
Norman Powell stepped up, man. You're big ups to him, He stepped up.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's the only positive out of this game, other than the first quarter. Even though I keep saying that there was no positive, I mean, Norman Powell stepping up like that and us getting off to that good start in the first quarter, and even cutting the lead a little bit in that third quarter was some positive there. But for the most part, no. This game was done before. I mean, we're done before it started, really.
This was a disgusting game.
I knew I was tripping out the minute they let 43 points be scored by the Detroit Pistons. Like, where is that offense even coming from, bro? Like, it's
always against us, man. Like, someone has to start making threes,
They should have trapped Wayne Ellington for the beginning, but they didn't have the bodies and the defensive players. Like, I just seen Terrence Davis. I got so angry, bro, looking at Terrence Davis play.
Yeah. Defense. There's so many open shots, man.
He's losing Wayne Ellington every time, and they bench his ass right after. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm over this. I'm done. I want to.
On to the next one, eh?
I'm going to the All-Star break after this. I'm not really looking towards the Celtics game.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward.
There's really no point. There's really no.
They're gonna destroy us, yo.
If they can pull off that miracle,
yeah, I'll be happy if they pull it off. Like,
I was gonna say I'll take all the trash I talked about Watanabe and Terrence Davis back, but I can't. That's just it's instilled in my brain so deeply right now that I can't even. I don't even want them on the team after the All-Star. We'll see though. I appreciate you guys coming, and I know you guys were pissed off about this just as much as I was. I knew Bravs didn't want to come on to begin with. Thanos was ready to break his iPad before he got on. But
I was ready to hit the bed, yo. I was like, yo, screw this.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Like, I wasn't even, bro. Don't even talk about that right now. Any final thoughts before we get off?
No. Who you guys think is gonna win the 3-point shooter?
Is Steph Curry in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else is in it? I don't even know.
Steph Curry, Devin Booker.
Sorry, one sec before we go. I thought they're canceling the Rising Stars.
Yeah, that's canceled.
I don't think they're playing it. I think they just named the people on the team.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, continue. What were you saying, Steph Curry?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Devin Booker. Oh, that's a pretty good matchup. I mean, Devin Booker won the last time.
Yeah.
I think Curry and thing were on it, right? Curry and Clay.
Yeah. So it's Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum.
I think that's just solid. The same bubble of All Stars.
Yeah, but the dunk contest, I'm not really feeling it because we got Cassius Stanley, Obi Toppin, and Simons.
Nasty still.
Yeah, Toppin will be sick, but I don't know the other two guys.
You never know. I mean, you never know because Aaron Gordon was somebody we never thought was going to be sick.
Yeah.
Look what he did in Toronto for us, that year in the dunk contest.
They had Zach LaVine again, shit, but they did him dirty.
They did who dirty?
Was it? No, sorry. It was Aaron Gordon that lost that year, right? In Toronto?
Aaron Gordon got robbed twice
Yeah,
recently.
yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Aaron Gordon got robbed. Yep, you're right.
Got robbed in 2016
16
and then 2020, right? 2020?
2020, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think so. The
Against-
skills challenge.
Against
Sorry,
Derek Jones
Julio.
Jr. Wait, he lost to Zach Levine 2016, and then he lost to Derek Jones, right?
Yeah,
In 2020? Yeah.
yeah.
Skills challenge, who is it?
Skills challenge is Robert Covington, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, Domantas Sabonis, and Nikola Vucevic.
Oh,
I think I have my money on Sabonis or Doncic on that one.
Sabonis, eh?
Yeah,
Hmm?
Sabonis? Your money Sabonis?
Yeah, I think he's a little
I think
under.
I'm gonna put my money on Chris Paul.
Yeah, you could say that, but I
Yeah.
think one of the Europeans are going to take it for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Any final thoughts from Bravs? Because you're the one who hasn't talked the most, stressing about it in your head, fighting all those demons.
I just need the COVID vaccine to come through and save my dudes, yo. Let's go.
To get rid of all those demons right now?
Yeah, yo, fuck. It's because of COVID. We're in a situation. I've been COVID.
All right, to all our Raptors viewers, all our Raptor fans, just let them know. Let them know. This is all that matters. Yeah.
Don't forget, we're the champs.
Even though we're talking shit about them right now, it's because we're very passionate about that team, and when they do bad, especially this bad, it hurts the soul. But at the end of the day, we're diehard fans, and that's what matters.
It would be much worse if it was a playoff game.
Right.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't even.
This would have been a crazy podcast.
Yeah, I would have came off guns blazing from the get-go. All right, well, that's going to do it for this podcast. I appreciate for everyone tuning in, and if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My boys are letting you know exactly what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button as well. And, apologies in advance for all the negativity coming from us towards the Raptors, but when you're this passionate, you got to let it all out. And that's the Wusa.
Wusa.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be back tomorrow night because it is a back-to-back against the Boston Celtics with another post-game Raptors late night recap. And hopefully maybe things are a little bit more positive. Maybe we can take a little bit more positive notes from that game. But that's a big ask with the current way the roster is looking right now. So, because we're a little bit more prepared for tomorrow, we might not come as heated as we did tonight. But like I said, appreciate y'all, and stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace.